short version. My cousin put something on Facebook about falling asleep when standing up. The only time that ever happened to me was when I was working on Bringing Out the Dead with Nicolas Cage. So I responded something to it about working on it and how much, I would wake up. The only time I would wake up is when I saw Nicolas Cage, and I would be like filled with like that. And he was like, it surprises me that Nicolas Cage is your favorite actor. And then I'm just kind of like, I have gotten that everyone except for Shane French, I get that from. But I get it, kind of. But I've never responded is the thing. I just take it and I take it and I take it. And I'm just like, hey, he's a genius. He's a fucking genius. Everyone else is like, did you see Stolen? Anyway, this is fucking crazy because this is already too long. And wait till you hear this. This was my response to him saying, I'm surprised you like Nicolas Cage as an actor. Oh, be surprised. Be surprised. It doesn't bother me. I get it. A lot of people want to give me shit or whatever, but I was really young, 1987, when I got into him, and it was Raising Arizona, to this day, one of his best films. Then the next thing I think I actually got to see him in was 1991's Wild at Heart, another one of the greatest films just in the history of the universe. And it just so happened that Nick was in it. So after that, it was a lot of good shit. Like, you haven't seen Vampires Kiss, you quite literally have not lived. And a lot of stuff before his Action Man stage, where the whole world picked up on what Shane was loving since the fucking beginning. You have to picture Nick Cage delivering that last line for this to work. Even my mom said, I shit you not, I cannot believe you were liking Nicolas Cage so long ago, and now he's so popular. I don't give a fuck what it was. When I look at that man's work, I mean, I see my life in film, beginning at 4 years old, seeing Star Wars, and then just my mom taking me to everything as a kid would ask for, and stuff I didn't even know, like Clash of the Titans, and me waiting for it to start and being like, Mom, how do you know I'm going to like this? And her being like, well, Shane, you will. And then it's fucking Clash of the Titans. Crazy. I loved movies. I used to slow motion open my eyelids once the bus entered the schoolyard as a kid, and I'd say, and this is my day. Because it was like a fade in. And all this just to say I went to film school. 2 of them. So I take film and everything about it as serious as anything. A kid, a marriage, a family. So when I say I like Nick Cage, there's a reason beyond what everyone else must see, I'm guessing. Because not only is my favorite actor, Nicholas Kim Coppola is one of the greatest living artists of our time. Fact. I understand people saying he's been in bad movies. Motherfuckers, do you know what it means when you're a Nicolas Cage fan? I know, because I watch every one of those motherfuckers. For what? For that one lone Nicolas Cage moment on celluloid film captured forever that is totally from his creative mind. And you can definitely count one of those moments in every film. I should write a book. I'm gonna hate if I sent this to you, whoever you are. I should write a book. But the man is a genius, and when you can make yourself look at the artist while he creates, not hiding anything from you, literally like, here's the path, here is my technique. I'm showing it to you to see the creative spark, to fuck it. He's an artist, and I can't get over it. And I, Shane T. French, found a way from my friend's house in Andover, Connecticut, seeing Nick Cage and Raising Arizona, to somehow getting to NYC to work with him on Bringing Out the Dead, and then moved to LA. And the second I arrived there, I run to a movie theater, leaving all my belongings in my van, and who knows where to see the first night showing of his film Sonny that he directed. And I go see him in person with James Franco and Mia Sorvino, I believe it was. And then I'm backstage at a Fangoria event, and I just sit down in front of him at a table, drunk, like now, and say, hi, I'm Shane. I worked with you on Bringing Out the Dead. And he's like, he says, the worst thing he could fucking ask me, and it's, so what did you think? I remember this. So what did you think of Marty? As in Scorsese, the director, or however you spell his name, he directed Taxi Driver. Good film! But that's the only thing I'll stand behind at this stage. And I even threw out my Taxi Driver special edition DVD because I thought this guy was that much of a prick in real life. And I, Shane T. French, didn't respect how he directed. Oh, it's good if you can make yourself laugh. Anyway, I digress. This isn't gonna load up to anywhere. This is way too long. I told Nicolas Cage that I thought Martin Scorsese was a dick. That's what I said. Because one thing about me is that I believe about myself when the chips are down and I believe in you as a human being, I just don't fucking lie. I cannot lie to you, and I definitely not to Nicolas Cage. So, against everything I wanted in my life, like simply for him to just sign my picture of his mugshot from Raising Arizona that was shoved up my sleeve, I said that instead. And he put his finger up, and to this day, like I'm watching it in a film, like acting Nicolas Cage finger wag, like back and forth, and he's like, wait, I need to hear this. And then a production assistant jumped on his arm, pulled him away to whatever was happening at the event, Ghost Rider 2. And we never talked again. And I went home. And I was like, Shane, you've been in your hero's presence over 11 times and you can't get the motherfucker's autograph. Anyway, I love Nicolas Cage, and if I can change your mind in any way to take a closer look at his work, you will see a genius.